Bonjour, je m'appelle Madame Parsons, je suis prof de français à Waverly High School.
Can't they be broken? Can't they be shattered? And how does that happen? How do we break stereotypes?
Before I became a teacher, well, I went to Michigan State University for my undergrad studies, and I'm from Bertrand. It's a really small town, about an hour and 15 minutes from here, and that's where I went to high school also. And when I was in high school, I was involved in a whole lot of things, like public speaking events and cheerleading and different sports and stuff. So I really enjoy being a teacher. It's really exciting to share, the literature and the French language and, all the things that I really love and have a passion for. It's really exciting when kids get to be exposed to it and when they have some enthusiasm for it. So yeah, I enjoy it. I wanted to be a French teacher just because I love the language so much and the culture so much, but because French isn't really widely spoken here in Michigan or in general in the United States, I would have either, in order to use it, I would have either had to move out of state or out of country, or I thought, how can I wanted to kind of figure out how could I use it here, and so that's kind of how I arrived at being a French teacher, so that I could kind of use it more on a day-to-day basis. I enjoy it. It's a good experience just because the kids, especially in my French 1 classes, they're just learning the basics, and so they don't, a lot of them don't have kind of much background knowledge to go on, so I get to kind of start from the ground up and teach them all the basics, and it's fun.
I feel like she's very high energy, and I feel like she's really good for the environment, like classroom environment. So as far as her being a French teacher, I feel like she's the best choice.
I've been to France 3 different times. When I was a senior in high school, I was an exchange student, and that was a really interesting experience because I was there for 4 months, and I really got to learn the language really well there because no one in my school, no one in my town spoke English. I went for 2 weeks with a friend in 2011, and that was really fun just because I was in the city of Paris for 2 weeks straight, getting to see all of the sights and all of experiencing all of the wonderful food and practicing my French, and so that was really fun. And the most recent time I went with students in 2013, and that was an interesting experience because I'd never been on an overnight trip with students as a chaperone, and they really enjoyed it, but it was a very busy time, a very busy itinerary. But overall, my experiences in France have been wonderful. Au revoir, merci beaucoup, et au revoir, à bientôt.